100% accuracy.
15-7-8. Son of a. All right, AO 12-15 now. AO 5-15.
Tim Walz finally picked up the phone. He spoke to President Trump. Governor Tim Walz called me with the request to work together with respect to Minnesota. It was a very good call, and we actually seem to be on a similar wavelength. Walz, a lame duck, under investigation over Somali fraud and under intense pressure from the Minnesota business community. He can't afford to have George Floyd-style riots again. The president hopes he and Walz can work together.
It is President Trump's hope and wish and demand for the resistance and chaos to end today. That's why President Trump spoke with Governor Walz directly this morning, and he has outlined a clear and simple path to restoring law and order in Minnesota. We hope Governor Walz will do the right thing.
The president is shaking up personnel, dispatching border czar Tom Homan to Minneapolis, and Chief of Border Patrol Greg Bovino, who had been providing backup to ICE, will be going back to the border. The administration is looking for calm and cooperation after a deadly altercation Saturday. ICE was zeroing in on a foreign fugitive from Ecuador, wanted for domestic assault.
You know what that means?
When anti-ICE agitators pinned agents down in a narrow street. Border Patrol was attempting to remove the mob when a guy with a concealed gun physically confronted Border Patrol and resisted arrest. Viewer warning, this is graphic.
People, the is wrong with you? Honestly.
The shooting's now under investigation, and body cameras are being reviewed. When Alex Preddy approached the agents, he was packing a fully loaded 6 Sauer 9mm handgun with 2 full mags. He did have a concealed carry permit. Reports say he did not have an ID on him, and we don't know whether he alerted officers that he was carrying, which is what everybody with a concealed carry permit is instructed to do when encountered by law enforcement. Resisting arrest with a loaded gun is incredibly dangerous. Video of the shooting shows agents yelling "gun, gun, gun" during the struggle. One video is believed to show an agent removing Alex Preddy's weapon before the shooting, but it's still unclear. DHS is investigating whether Alex Preddy's gun may have accidentally discharged. This particular pistol has a history of accidental misfires that may have triggered Border Patrol to defend themselves with deadly force. It's a very loud, violent, and chaotic scene. And these are the types of things that happen, unfortunately and sadly, when you bring a loaded gun to a dangerous immigration raid, confront agents, and resist arrest. We wish it hadn't come to this. Lawyers will be determining whether the shooting was justified, but the Minneapolis police chief doesn't care.
Even if there is an investigation that ultimately proves that at the time of the shooting it was legally justified, I don't think that even matters at this point, because there is so much outrage and concern around what is happening in the city. People have had enough.
Immediately after the shooting, anti-ICE activists
Enough of that one. All right, so now breaking news. This one, the most recent breaking news. Let's watch that, and then I'll go on to the next thing, which I don't know what it's going to be.
Rules, commands, MCP servers, subagents, modes, hooks, tools. There's a lot of stuff, and I don't.
Yeah, I got a whole generation trying to use all the terms that. Nope.
Mr. President, I have had a great conversation with the highly respected president of Syria, and all of the things having to do with Syria and that area working out very, very well. So we're very happy about it. Tom Homan, as you know, is in Minnesota now. He's meeting with the governor, and he's meeting with the mayor, I think, later. and I hear that's all going very well also. I'm going to Iowa. Some of you are coming with me, but I'm going to Iowa. And what can I say? The economy is good. It's all good. Prices are coming way down. And we have a lot of very positive news.
That Alex Pretty's death was justified?
Well, you know, we're doing a big investigation. I want to see the investigation. I'm going to be watching over it. I want a very honorable and honest investigation. I have to see it myself.
Is Kristi Noem going to step down?
No.
The president of Venezuela said that she has not taking orders from you. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I don't know exactly what's going on there, but I haven't heard that at all. No, we have a very good relationship.
What about
I'd like to see interest rates go down. Everything else is going down. We have the energy and fuel going down. We have gasoline in many states now at $1.99. Groceries are going down. We inherited a mess with very, very high prices, very, very high prices. And I will tell you, we've made a lot of progress. So we have the groceries going down. We have the energy going down. We have gasoline going down at a record clip. And that's what I want to do. We're doing well. Well, I'm looking at that whole situation. I love everybody. I love all of our people. I love his family. And it's a very sad situation. Yeah, please. I have. Yeah. I think she's doing a very good job. I think she's doing a very good job. The border is totally secure. You know, you forget. We had a border that I inherited where millions of people were coming through. Now we have a border where no one is coming through. They come into our country only legally. So you have to remember those things. You know, people forget as soon as you accomplish something, it goes into history and nobody ever wants to talk about it. We had a border that caused all of this problem. Biden caused, and the Democrats caused this problem. They allowed tens of millions of people to come in. Many of them were murderers. Many were drug dealers, drug addicts, people from mental institutions. They allowed these people to violate our country, to come into our country. And that's what we're talking about. So if you remember, we had a horrible border, the worst border we've ever had, ever in history. People were flowing through by, we think, 25 million people, not to mention drugs and everything else. And that border is absolutely closed. Well, prices are coming down. The border is really strong. You know, if you remember, I probably got elected more than anything else on the border. We had a border that was open with 25 million people coming through with an open border policy, which was insane. And that's the policy that caused the problem that we have. With all of that being said, other than...
That was it. Okay. Just doing this in front of a jet. I can't hear a thing, can't hear myself think, nothing. It's horrible. All right, we're done. We're done with updates on the news here. Let's just click on here and hopefully there's some CNBC. Let's hear about the latest crypto scam, crypto shit, crypto crap, crypto fucking bullshit. Tales from the fucking crypt. Bullshit. Crypto world 5 days ago. So who the fuck's pumping this? Oh, the Clarity Act, blah 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 today. Fuck's that? I don't see that in the news here. It's 18, and that's in the category of crypto. 5 days ago, it's nothing. It's going to zero. Go to zero. Stay there. Don't come back. Stay there. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. What are we even doing here? Scamming everyone. Operation. It's a weapon. It's a damn weapon. Assholes. Fucking scam. Anyway. Unbelievable.
Over the weekend, millions of people tuned in to watch Alex Honnold try not to die as he climbed the world's tallest building, 1,600 feet. Luckily for Alex, everyone was disappointed. He lived. It's so unnerving to watch. I hate it. I told you not to show that to me again, Nigel. Like, I literally pissed myself. Well, you look like a Nigel. Coming up tonight, we have breaking news on the winter storm that's pelting the country with ice, including a lot of ice in Minnesota. And there's some suspicious theories about Erica Kirk from a prominent figure. Stay tuned. Good evening. There was a winter storm. We talk about the weather now. That's just where we're at. We talk about the weather. So it's winter time, and who would have thought a winter storm has happened here during the winter? Ice and snow are the protagonists of this riveting story. So let's check in around the country to see how people are coping. In Nashville, this drunk driver gracefully slides his 400 horsepower truck into a parking spot in front of a bar where he'll be able to achieve more intoxication. And this Amish fella celebrated snow and ice by doing donuts, while probably not knowing what donuts actually are. I believe that is a 2 horsepower vehicle. And the snow didn't stop this snowplow driver from getting out and doing his job, but a bridge did. And don't worry, the Erica Kirk stuff is coming up. We're just talking about the weather right now. So, in the Northeast, serious runners weren't deterred by the snow.
It's the perfect texture for running. Very low impact on its dry snow so your feet don't get wet.
I'd say that looks like perfect snow to run in. Let's see her have a go of it.
Just enjoying it. One thing, oops, that can happen.
Oh, and it looks like the hard ice has the perfect texture for bouncing the back of her head off of it. But not everybody loves ice as much as her skull. Because meanwhile in Minnesota, check out this protester who wins the Darwin Award for picking up a flashbang before it went off.
Medic.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Medic. Maybe she's in need of an emergency gender conversion surgery. Can be a life-saving procedure from what I'm told. What? I get serious about life-saving medical procedures, and that lady looks like she needed some medical intervention. Like, yeah, why wouldn't that be the solution? Well, you're not a doctor either, Nigel. And boy, I'll tell you, these ICE agents are getting mean. Here you can see exclusive footage of an ICE agent violently attacking an innocent protester. And as you just saw, it was a completely unprovoked attack. And this is causing Minnesotians to take matters into their own hands to combat ICE. Here you can see the fittest woman in Minnesota training hard to combat ICE. And this is footage of Minnesota's smartest man combating ICE the best way he knows how. But it unfortunately didn't end well for him. ICE left him dizzy with a bruised back in yet another unprovoked attack. In other news, there's suspicion about Erica Kirk circulating. Let's check in with Andy Frisella for some of his thoughts on her.
Like, bro, she's not who she claims to be.
No.
And the more time that goes by and the more that comes out and the more I watch her, just as somebody who is pretty familiar with human behavior, I don't claim to be a perfect expert, but she's full of shit.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, she's a very grief-stricken widow.
And it's my opinion, okay, that her and that dude were involved in this whole thing with Charlie Kirk getting murdered.
Yep.
So yeah, it's got to be hard on her.
Correct. So this woman was tied up with this guy in Romania who's got these sex charges. Then you follow her through. She's allegedly in the CIA training video. Then, you know, now there's this Amazing Race audition video that they did with this apparent ex-boyfriend of hers, which she denies.
She tried to delete from the internet.
Correct.
We have it? Andy, is this the one you're talking about?
Okay, Sid.
Sex sells, babe.
Sex sells. That's me.
That's against religion.
Correct. They both work their way into Turning Point.
Right.
Okay. And now all of a sudden, Charlie Kirk is dead.
Right.
And they're running the shit.
I don't know. I mean, I just think it's normal for a widow to display vast amounts of attention and power-seeking behavior and lie about dating people before she was married.
By the way, this is a 9-figure organization. This is not.
Yeah, well, and then immediately step into running a 9-figure organization. Like, don't you know about the 5 stages of grief, Andy?
Now they've stepped into that influential role, which is the more important part of who Charlie Kirk was influencing.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, we need to get Andy on board with the whole Israel thing. So you're going to have someone call, all right?
Dude, it's just, there's some evil shit going on.
Mm-hmm. Just a grieving widow indeed. That's it for today's news. Things are wild and nothing is as it seems. Nor is it otherwise. So good luck sorting everything out outside of yourself. But hell, for all I know, that's the point. Keep you focused on an unsolvable distraction outside of yourself so you never sort yourself out on the inside, which would keep you very weak and controllable in theory. Good night. I just ad-libbed that part at the end. No, seriously, I just thought of it. Yeah, I know it's not true, but it sounded good. I want to show you my new secret weapon, Bond Charge's red light face mask. It's no secret, and the research is out there. Red light.
And now, sustainable home electricity plans brought to you by Sunshine. Wins. All day, all night. Green Mountain Energy. Light the future.
However you book your hotel, first check Kayak to see what lots of people say about where you're planning to stay. Then do what people do. Recheck.
Sorry, my brain is effed right now. My sleep was really not great last night. Hey, Floatplane, it's been almost a year since I joined Labs, and we're going to talk about what's happened. Clearly, we've reorganized a bit, so we might as well start talking off. There's a line here that says we also spend a bunch of time doing random other things.
What are those random things?
Everything. I mean, all the random tests. You know, it just takes a while. That's my main highlight for this is like sometimes people are sick for a week, you know, and then things get delayed.
No, that's
or
fair. And
we have a company event, or we're moving everything in the lab, so that takes up a few days or something. So
I mean, even in specifically the testing realm, I think it's fair because sometimes there's a bunch of tests that we do that don't end up in videos or on the website. I would say this probably most often happens with Short Circuit because we'll do a bunch of tests, but they're not particularly interesting, so they don't end up in the video. Once we have a website level vertical, then those tests can go up there anyways. But while it's just a video, if it doesn't make sense narratively for the video because there wasn't a story out of the testing that we did, it's not going to go anywhere. So what I mean by website level vertical is, as we kind of mentioned, it's not that hard to just slap a product on a bench and run a test on it. So we can do that without a ton of planning for a lot of different potential things. I can't get into why, but recently we were testing thermal paste. We don't have a developed test suite for thermal paste, but we can still do some tests on thermal paste. The issue starts to be is how you scale that and how you build standards for that, as we were discussing earlier. So you kind of scale from ad hoc, which is just like, hey, test a thing. Can you figure out how to test a thing? Yeah, probably, sure. Up to, do we have some standards of some amount of tests, some amount of idea where we can communicate things with graphs and whatnot, and then that can be our Short Circuit level. Then there's our LTT level, where it's a little bit more confident, a little bit more scalable. And then there's the website level where you can really start pumping these things out, and there's established standards, and we very likely published a Labs blog post talking about how we're going to do that testing, and you can go through a variety of different reviews and compare them and actually understand a range of products on the web all at once. And getting a vertical from ad hoc all the way to web level can take a lot of work.
Sorry, do you mind repeating those last 3 sentences? Sorry, John's coughing, so it caught on the mic. Sorry.
Get out of here, dude.
Stop dying, John.
This work be too much. The mines.
Cut.
We actually just had one walk by and it made me think of it, but the team has also changed significantly. So not only are we hiring new people, but we have hired new people already. A pretty significant portion of the team is under probation or would need. Probably seen, if you've looked on the lab website, some of the articles that have been written recently are written by, is it Fuzzy Door? That's similar to how in the credits of an LTT video you might see code names every once in a while. That's a code name within the lab for somebody who's on probation. I think they're all generally going pretty well, which is great, but like the team looks quite different already, and we're continuing to hire, so we'll look different in the future, and things are going well. But over the last quarter, we've largely been like training and moving the lab around and adapting to what the new team is going to be like.
Speaking of the website, you guys basically did like a relaunch, like a whole UX update about it. Do you want to talk about what prompted that and how that's been going so far? Because I personally used it a little bit just to try it out, and I really like it compared to the old one.
Hey, he's one of our 10 users.
Rough. The website also recently went through a pretty major redesign.
Pokemon Machines brings out the evil in people. Does it really? I would love to see that. Twitch challenge. That's 42 minutes ago. And this is 17 hours ago. This is the High Guard situation. Why are you showing me this in reversed order? What is wrong? Because of views? Is it because of views? Well, 1.3 million views 17 hours ago. All right, let's go look at this. Dude. No, stop.
Let there be millimeters that make the moment. Because greatness is designed and made. Let there be anything. Autodesk, proud supporter of Team USA.
Today's such a special day, I even dusted off the bucket hat for it. It's High Guard release day. I imagine you probably already called in sick for work in order to take as much time as possible to enjoy this game that everyone in the world had been salivating for since it was revealed at the very end of the Game Awards. Since then, it's been quite a question mark with High Guard because they got the prime spot in the Game Awards out of nowhere, a game no one was expecting, and a genre most people weren't exactly super excited for these days. Most people perceived it to be a hero shooter, myself included, because in the footage they showed it looked like it was some type of hero shooter. Most often compared to like Concord, it wasn't a great trailer, and the position that it was placed in at the Game Awards made things even worse. They also then went radio silent for over a month, up until like a day or two ago, where they finally broke the silence saying that the game is still coming out as advertised, and then finally started, speaking up about it. The game came out today, and it's very clear that this is not a Concord level failure or anything. It had an all-time peak of just under 100,000 players, which Concord couldn't have even imagined in their wildest dreams. That game didn't even get to like 1,000 and it died in 2 weeks. It barely lasted longer than a poop left in a gas station toilet. So this blew it out of the water in terms of player count. And I think a large part of that success is because the game is free to play, whereas Concord was a $40 paywall. So even people that weren't exactly hyped about High Guard, they were at least willing to give it a spin, at least give it a chance. Kind of. There were some people that literally logged into the game and said this is the biggest pile of dog shit ever, 0 out of 10, throw it in the trash bin. Without ever even like playing a match, or maybe they did the training and then just said, nope, this is terrible, I quit. I spit on this garbage. Which, whatever, I'm not your fucking dad. If that's how you want to interact with games, all power to you, man. Pretty much the second this puppy popped out of the oven here, people flocked to Steam to leave scathing reviews on it and post their like jokes and memes about how fucking trash it is without ever even loading into a single match. Right now it's sitting at mostly negative. And of course not all of that is from people just looking to dunk on it because of the whole Game Awards fiasco. There are plenty of things to dislike about it so far with my experience. For me, I always like to give things a fair shake, so I actually played it a little earlier today with Matt and Danny. I have a video up on Moist Critical Gaming if you want to see how our first match went. And I want to give you like my early thoughts here. I'm going to stream more of it tonight. Real quick though, I want to interrupt to briefly mention something that I've been pretty hyped for. Starforge just partnered with Ducky and Jagex to deliver a very special RuneScape keyboard for the 25th anniversary. All of you know I'm a huge RuneScape enthusiast, a super fan, so I was just pretty pumped about this, so wanted to put it on your radar. If anyone out there also loves RuneScape and is looking for a new keyboard upgrade, pre-orders are available now at Starforge. So anyway, back to Highguard. Overall, the game is just, it's fine. Like, I don't think it's nearly as terrible as people are making it out to be. Like, this is one of the worst FPS games of all time or something. It's just not even close, really. It's just very generic. And not in terms of, like, the actual gameplay mechanics, because they actually do try something different. It's not a hero shooter. It's not a battle royale. It's a 3v3 raid skirmish. I don't even know what to really call it, where you have a prep phase where you reinforce things a la Rainbow Six Siege, except the reinforcements here are fucking worthless. Like, basically, you take paper walls and you put plastic on top of it. That's your reinforcement. You can still easily get through these reinforced walls. To me, it just feels like the prepping to defense is kind of useless. It doesn't really stop much, at least not so far in my experience. But you have this phase to prep like that. Then you have a resource gathering phase where you gear up, so you go out in the world and you do some fucking Fortnite mining. And some people that really like it. I think that it's solid. I actually thought the gunplay was pretty solid. I enjoyed it more than I expected to. It's not the tightest. It feels like aiming sometimes fights against you because it's somewhat floaty, but overall, the guns did feel good. Like, getting into a fight did feel enjoyable. Like, I don't think the gunplay is trash like a lot of people are saying. The big thing with gunplay, though, that holds it back is that there are certain things that this game is missing, which is why I'm saying that it feels kind of generic when it comes to its gameplay. Like, it was just shadow dropped or something. Like, if this game just like randomly came out today, like, hey, from some of the creators of some of your favorite shooters like Titanfall, we have this new studio and we've been working on this game and we want to share it with all of you today. Come give it a try and let us know what you think as the game evolves. I think people will be a lot more receptive to it and a lot more enthusiastic about, like, maybe seeing this game improve down the line. But because it had so much hype at the Game Awards, people went in expecting something that this is just not really delivering on at the moment. Anyway, though, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the game so far from the little bits that I've played, and I'm very curious to see how Highguard shakes out down the line. They already put like a one-year roadmap out there, so it seems like they're pretty committed to it. I guess we'll see.
If you have been looking for scratch-made pasta taste without the price tag of takeout, I have found the Marie Callender's Chicken Parmigiana Bowl to be the perfect, delicious frozen meal that also has 30 grams of protein. I'm enjoying mine during some downtime, and now time for you to enjoy.
I imagine a lot of you are tired of hearing me whine about insomnia in the intro of some of my videos recently, lamenting my lack of sleep. Well, that's too bad, Buster. And dagnabbit, I haven't slept again, in case you couldn't quite tell. And you know what? I don't feel like turning that light on over there, so you're getting the scary campfire lighting right now that makes me look like a character out of Fear and Hunger. So deal with it. I feel like SpongeBob when he got the goddamn suds. I'm tired, but I can't sleep. Been tossing and turning, laying around, not able to catch any Z's. So I decided to go to the old tried and true method of getting a wonderful lullaby together to help me fall asleep peacefully, making fun of Pokemon scalpers.
Get away from me! Hey, yo, you are. Get away from me! Stay behind me! Get away from me, dude! Hey,
You're putting your hands
Don't
on
call
me.
the cops.
You're
You're
putting
behind
your hands on me for
you're-
assault.
no, no,
You're
sir.
assaulting somebody right now. You're assaulting me.
If you see a Pokemon card vending machine, just know you entered a PvP zone. They're like the most hostile places on Earth. Anytime there's a Pokemon card vending machine with multiple people around it, you know shit's about to pop off. Now, it usually doesn't result in like a full-blown fight with haymakers being thrown or anything. Typically what you get is what you saw right there, where it's a lot of like boxing out, like he's about to try and get a rebound, while desperately trying to swipe for more Pokemon card product from the machine, as someone's trying to get around him to take control of the device themselves. It's a lot of bumping and grinding, but make no mistake, this is only elevating in frequency and aggression, and I imagine it won't be long now before we see our first fatality at a Pokemon card vending machine as people fight over these products so they can scalp them online for a $2 profit.
You're over here putting your hands on me.
Get away from me.
Yo. You're over here assaulting me, bro.
Now it's starting to get a little scrappy. The guy in the glasses got a little feisty there. He like went over top of him, and I thought he was going to give him a fucking titty twister right there, just start tweaking on his nipples the way he like wrapped around him like a fucking jetpack. But this guy's defense is good. He definitely knows some BJJ or something right now. He's doing a great job trying to getting out of the full mount, and he is still maintaining control. I'm going to give him a fucking titty twister right there.
Yo. You're over here assaulting me, bro.
Now it's starting to get a little scrappy. The guy in the glasses got a little feisty there. He like went over top of him, and I thought he was going to give him a fucking titty twister right there, just start tweaking on his nipples the way he like wrapped around him like a fucking jetpack. But this guy's defense is good. He definitely knows some BJJ or something right now. He's doing a great job trying to getting out of the full mount, and he is still maintaining control of the Pokemon card vending machine.
Away from me. You're
Get away
assaulting
from
me. You're putting your hands on me.
Look, get away from me.
Brother. Really funny.
An unstoppable object meeting an immovable force. It's inspiring. The guy in the beanie is just refusing to budge. And I gotta tell you, the tactics from the glasses guy are confusing. This technique is clearly not working. He's going for like a, I don't know, like chest bump him out of the vicinity type deal. But the other guy's just, you know, getting him with some shoves. He's hitting him almost like with the E-Honda moves from Street Fighter at times here. Yet this guy does not give up. He still keeps trying to like swoop in there. Now, Pokemon card vending machines have a glitch in them right now that a lot of scalpers are exploiting for their own financial gain, where Pokemon card vending machines have a limit where a customer can't just buy out the whole machine and leave everyone with their fucking dick in their hand. But these fucking worms, these degenerate dweeb dork losers, have found a way around those limits by doing like basically a frame perfect speedrun trick. As I understand it, if they swipe their card while in between screens on the Pokemon card vending machine, they can still add product to their cart even though they're past their purchase limit, even if it says sold out. So that's how a lot of them are glitching the machine. The guy in the yellow beanie here, I don't think is actually trying to glitch it. At least it doesn't seem like it to me, compared to the other videos of people that are blatantly glitching it and proudly talking about how they're glitching it. I don't think he was one of those people. But I think the guy who's desperately trying to get in there probably was. I think he was probably going to do that, and he was upset that he wasn't there first so that way he could take all the inventory. That's my hunch, at least.
You're bleeding. You're over here. Oh, you already got stuff, bruh. Let people go.
I'm alive.
You already got stuff.
You better get away from me.
You already got stuff, bruh. It's crazy.
Now, of course, it is entirely possible he is attempting to glitch the machine, and that's the reason why this guy is so desperately trying to get in there, because he knows once he, goes fucking turbo mode here with the glitch activated, then he won't be able to get any product for himself. That's also equally possible, but I'm going to show you some footage of someone who did glitch the machine, and it just looks different than how he's doing it. But before that, I want to show you someone trying to glitch the machine the old-fashioned way, the way our forefathers used to scalp Pokemon products and ruin this hobby for children.
What? Get out from behind there now. Okay, I'll get out. No, now. Okay.
He's got the spirit, but he doesn't have the brain power for it. The body is willing, but the mind lacks the neurons to pull off the glitch. So he said, to hell with it. I'm gonna do it my way. So he crawls behind the machine to unplug it, I think in an effort to reset his limits, but then he got stuck. So one of the employees is over there just trying to bargain with him to get the fuck out from behind the machine, but he is firmly lodged in there. I wish I could find a longer video of this. So he crawls behind the machine. He doesn't have the fashion way, the way our forefathers, but goes fucking turbo mode here with the glitch activated. Our forefathers used to scalp Pokemon products and ruin this hobby for children.
What? Get out from behind there now. Okay, I'll get out. No, now. Okay.
He's got the spirit, but he doesn't have the brain power for it. The body is willing, but the mind lacks the neurons to pull off the glitch. So he said, to hell with it. I'm gonna do it my way. So he crawls behind the machine to unplug it, I think in an effort to reset his limits, but then he got stuck. So one of the employees is over there just trying to bargain with him to get the fuck out from behind the machine, but he is firmly lodged in there. I wish I could find a longer video of this, because I have no doubt he probably got filmed by a couple of people, because he is now like a turtle on its shell. Like, he can't get out from the machine. He is now just fucking stuck there.
Look at this dude. Glitching out the machine like a loser. But kids can't get it. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know it's actually illegal to tamper with vending machines. I will. I will.
So this is someone who does appear to be glitching the machine. You can see he's adding products that's labeled sold out into his cart, which is a result of glitching it. As I understand it, sometimes it'll say sold out to a customer in order to prevent them from adding more product past their limit. But it's not actually sold out per se, like there is still more product there, but it's the Pokemon card vending machine's way of trying to fight back against these fucking parasites. So they just say that it's sold out, but even that's not enough to stop them. So this guy is apparently glitching it out, and this guy is now just insulting him to his face, and he mentions that tampering with vending machines is illegal, that it's a crime, which I'd never heard of before. And I looked it up, and I guess, yeah, it does seem to be true. I don't know if anyone's going to get arrested for this, but that would be fucking amazing. If the Pokemon company worked with law enforcement to have everyone who's been caught glitching their machines fucking thrown in jail. Can you even imagine? Holy shit. That would actually probably cure my insomnia on the spot if I heard about that happening. That'd be incredible. I feel like anyone would be able to sleep peaceful knowing scalpers are out there miserable. That'd be great. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now. This fucking hobby is truly a cesspool. Like, I know I cover a lot of Pokemon scalper shit and a lot of Pokemon armed robberies that seem to be happening a lot now. And I can't help it. It's just out of control, and I gotta yap about it. This shit is fucking disgusting.
Hell yeah. These guys are the guys glitching it, as always. Mm-hmm. Dude, I know who you guys are. You're the Tui boys. I know it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's alright. Just goes to Pokemon Center. They already started one on you guys up north.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I'm enjoying this Red Bull.
You enjoy it.
Having a good day.
Oh, the way he's nursing that Red Bull there, just sipping it like he's at his first fucking college frat party with a PBR in his hands and unable to figure out how to socialize. So all he does is try and like put his hand in his pocket and drink from the fucking can. Just to try and make it seem like he's not bothered by this, even though he clearly is. So a big thing that's been happening is people glitching the machines, and when people glitch them, they immediately get filmed and shamed, it seems. Even among scalpers, that's apparently a big no-no. So now, all of these losers that are glitching the machines are being filmed by, in a lot of cases, other scalpers who are pointing and laughing at them. So now there's, in the world of Pokemon scalpers, there is people even scalpers look down on. And it's these Pokemon card vending machine glitchers. It's pandemonium out there. There are so many videos of people just going up and insulting individuals or even groups sometimes that are glitching these vending machines. It's a ton. But I don't think I need to show you all of them here. They're popping up every single day, and multiple times a day. So anyway, I just wanted to make fun of some Pokemon scalpers again. That's really about it. See ya.